Marie Antoinette. Gone in silk, remembered in smoke. She didn't fall from grace, she was pushed by hunger.
Marie Antoinette. Born Marie Antonia Josepha Johanna, Austria, 1755. Married off at 14, crowned Queen of France at 19. She didn't inherit the throne, she inherited the blame. The last queen before it all came crashing down. She wasn't cruel. She was curated, sent to Versailles to save alliances, not lead a nation. She didn't write laws. She wrote sonatas, played the harp while the people rioted. France was starving. She was rehearsing. They called her extravagant. They were right. Silk gowns by the dozen. Wigs like architecture. Jewels that could end a war, worn to dinner. And a hand-built fantasy village where she could pretend to be poor because real poverty didn't match the aesthetic. She didn't say, let them eat cake. But she lived like someone who might. She gambled. Hard. On cards. On dresses. On silence. She bet millions in a single night. Laughed it off with champagne. Funded illusion like it was duty. She wasn't spending to rule. She was spending to feel something. In her 20 years at Versailles, she spent over 200 million livres, the modern equivalent of over $100 million. Not on infrastructure, not on policy, on gowns, wigs, tableware, and fantasy. She didn't bankrupt France alone, but she became the face of collapse. And it was powdered, perfumed, and punished accordingly. Her husband Louis was loyal but distant, more interested in padlocks than passion. It took 7 years for the marriage to produce anything but awkward glances. By then, the gossip had already taken over. Enter Count Axel von Fersen. Swedish, dashing, forbidden. They met in ciphered letters and stolen moments. Some say he was her great love. Some say he was her escape plan. Either way, he made her feel real. And even that became ammunition. They called her Madame Deficit. They blamed her for everything but the weather. She didn't buy the infamous diamond necklace, but her name still paid in the price. No reforms, no speeches, just theatre. And theatre doesn't feed the poor. So when the mobs came, they weren't looking for truth. They wanted a pretty head, and she gave it to them in silence and white, with one last apology for stepping on the executioner's foot. If she lived today, she wouldn't rule. She'd reign on TikTok. Queen of tragic captions, 30-second harp loops, and Rococo chord drip. She'd max out platinum cards on things she'd never wear twice. Bet $50K in crypto from her phone mid-facial. Spend 6 figures on luxury mindfulness retreats. And claim it was for healing. She'd be addicted to the checkout button and the high of being envied. Amazon Prime, high-stakes poker, Hermes pre-orders. She'd scroll for dopamine and shop for identity, and every purchase would be a substitute for applause. She'd wear a corset stitched with BLM pearls, and heels engraved with 2A forever. She'd mean it as unity. It would detonate in 12 hours. The right would call her a woke elitist libtard. The left would call her a fascist Barbie in colonial cosplay. Her mentions would burn. #Antoinette's over party would trend for 2 days straight. She'd be called a Nazi by people who never opened a history book. A communist by people who never closed Twitter. And both sides would be wrong before she could explain. Because the outfit wasn't a statement. It was a cry for help. She'd soft launch a lover, then disappear mid-tour. Her breakup playlist would chart. Her memoir would be ghostwritten in lowercase. She'd rebrand, retreat, relapse, and caption it all, healing, slowly. She wouldn't say, let them eat cake. She'd say, sending light from a $30,000 resort. Then get cancelled for ordering foie gras. She'd trend for crying. Then trend for ignoring Palestine. Then trend for trending. She didn't know how to lead. She only knew how to be looked at. And in a world that monetizes collapse, she was the perfect product until she broke. We didn't learn. We licensed. Costume houses copied her silhouette. Streaming giants pitched her downfall as redemption. Her tears became merch. Her silence became content. Her obituary hit Vogue before it hit the news. She was reborn in reruns, revenge dresses, and late-night think pieces. Her rise misunderstood. Her fall misunderstood louder. She didn't fall from grace. She was shoved. Not a monster, not a martyr. Just a mirror. Reflecting back a world that dresses tragedy as entertainment and sells women's breakdowns until we break them. Marie Antoinette. Not evil, not innocent. Just ill-equipped for the part she was forced to play. Thank you for watching. If this awakens something, like, subscribe, and share it forward. Relive the past. Rethink the story. Reimagine the legend. Another voice returns soon.